Welcome back to our Ask Henna Sooq series. You can ask any questions about henna hair color, Ayurvedic hair care, or henna body art. And I will be answering these questions every single Thursday. So if you have something that you have on your mind, put that in the comments below and I will get to your question. And if you have a pressing question that needs to be answered right now, just go to our website, Hennasooq.com. There is a brand new chat feature there where you can get all of your questions answered right then and there by our hair care experts. Our very first question comes from the Doodle 2009, and they ask, do you have any products and recommendations to stimulate hair growth? My hair has thinned a lot this year, and I found out from my doctor that this is a side effect from having COVID. So yes, I definitely have some recommendations that are going to help you a lot. First and foremost, we have a whole section for fine and thin hair. So definitely go to that category because we also have hair regimen plans that you can choose from and products like single items if you want to do a couple of things to start out with on your hair wash day. But the regimen plans I also really recommend because it's a whole set of products for you to do 6 weeks of hair wash treatments, and they're guided, and that digital content is absolutely free now. It used to be a $99 value, and now it's absolutely free with all of the products when you're following a hair regimen plan. So it's a great value, great bundle, and it's guided, so it's really going to give you that consistency that you need to get your hair where you want it to be. For hair growth, I will mention that amla is excellent. So any amla oil, amla powder, masks and treatments that you follow from our website and on the packages that we have there are great. And Zysifus products, those will be amazing for giving your hair volume and thickness and just naturally really seeing a huge difference in your hair and getting that to be more full, thicker hair strands and that definition that you're looking for as well. We have Zysifus hair wash, Zysifus hair mask, and we also have Zysifus powder that you can choose from. Question number 2 comes from Eliza HTB. I am new to hair coloring with natural henna and indigo. I want to color my hair so that it is a light ash brown or medium ash brown. How do I do this with henna and indigo? That's a really common question, and we actually don't do a lot of light tones, but I got something for you guys that is going to give you that result. It has to do a lot with the timing actually. So what I mean by that is you're gonna have to play around with the timings and the ratios to really get a more of a lighter tone so it doesn't go too dark. It would be more indigo. So let's say 3 parts indigo to 1 part henna, and where you would be applying it for a shorter period of time, because the shorter the period of the time that you leave the henna and indigo on your hair, the lighter the results. So like for henna, for example, if you leave it on a shorter period of time, sometimes alone it can just make an orangey tone, but with this ash brown you want to make sure that you're using more indigo to henna. And do note, it is very important that this result depends on your natural hair color. If your hair is already dark, unfortunately that's not going to make much of a difference because your hair, to get that tone, needs to be lighter natural, or you'll have a lot of grays. Then you can really play with the color because you're working with a very light starting point. And if your hair is darker, then the only way to get this light tone is to use chemical hair dyes, because you have to basically take out and strip out your natural hair color to go lighter with bleach and other chemical ingredients. And question number 3 comes from Priscilla, and Priscilla says, hello, hi Priscilla. I don't know if you'll see this comment or respond, but maybe someone else will. I've been hennaing my hair for a few years now. Lately, I've been getting more and more gray hairs. I've noticed that while henna does cover it completely, when I apply it, it washes out of my roots after a couple of hair washes. So let's say after 2 weeks, my roots are washed out and I can already see my grays. Does anyone know how to prevent that from happening? It's not that the hair is growing. My hair doesn't grow that fast. The henna is washing out. So gray hairs are not like your natural virgin hair. They just aren't. They don't always absorb color as easily or bind as long because the grays are not as porous and they're tougher. You know, the grays are like, hey, we don't want you to color us. No, thank you. For the most part, this is what can happen. So what I would suggest, can you use perhaps some clarifying shampoo like our soap nut hair wash or a soap nut shampoo bar? That'll really open up your hair to receive the color much better penetration. Also, I want you to massage the henna hair color in really well to make sure it saturates the roots and your scalp feels completely cool, because the henna is everywhere. So make sure of that as well. And basically just try to use really color safe, you know, shampoo such as our hair wash. They're all color safe. They won't take the color out, so you could use that. And then just be really gentle. Don't over oil, because oiling treatments sometimes, like coconut oil, like that can pull the color out. So just make sure that you're being as gentle as possible to help the roots stay covered even longer. And I hope this helps. So thank you for tuning in. Can't wait to see what you guys have to ask, and I will get to them. Remember, every Thursday, and you don't want to miss any of these videos that I have coming out for you, hit the subscribe button, also the bell, so you can get notified of every new video that we have coming out, especially since I got a lot of behind the scenes coming up with the new space in Columbia, Maryland, and you don't want to miss that.